4 out of the 5 lobes of the brain are named based on the cranial bones that overlie them. If we think about how the brain sits within the cranial cavity, this lobe here is called the frontal lobe because the frontal bone is going to sit on top of that frontal lobe. Just posterior to the frontal lobe, we have the parietal lobe, where the parietal bone would sit on top of. In the back, we have the occipital lobe, where the occipital bone would sit on top of. And finally, we have the temporal lobe, this lateral lobe here, that's going to be right underneath the temporal bone. Now, there is one lobe that does not correlate with one of the cranial bones because it is situated deep to the lateral sulcus. So in order to see it, we would have to pry open this lateral sulcus, separating the temporal lobe from the frontal and parietal lobes. That final lobe of the brain is called the insula. So there are 5 lobes making up each cerebral hemisphere.